This is the blog that's coming out tomorrow. Really being positive. Not just being positive, but really being positive. Positive. Okay. And you can ask questions, you can whatever. Calling something what it is being honest. Everybody agree with that? Calling something what it is being honest, which is truly being positive. So if you're honest, are you positive?
Yes.
Calling something what it is not negative. Everybody agree? It's not negative. It's positive. Correct? Paper. Sagging skin. Honest? Honest. So if I speak the truth, it's being
Honest.
And positive. Positive. What is really negative is not calling something what it is. It is calling something what it is not. Clear? So, if I am practicing, then I am truly honest with myself. Repeat that. If I am practicing, then I am truly honest with myself. I'm not fooling myself, right? I'm not pretending. I'm not calling something what it isn't. I'm not blah, blah, blah. And I'm not listening to all my notions, my ideas, all that sort of thing. I can choose. I can see what is what and name it. If I'm obscured, I can't call it what it is. I can't name it, and I'm not going to use it appropriately. So I am really positive. This has been a surprise for me and many other people, as I am often called negative. But I confirm and affirm what is really there. So calling me negative is calling me something I am not. Oh, whoops, 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 whoops. Those who call me negative, then, are actually being negative themselves. They are judging, not affirming what is. So you spend a lot of time being negative. You're not positive. You don't tell the truth. Neither do you. So calling me negative, it's sort of funny because it reveals how negative you are, which now you get to see from those texts for you that they were trying to call you negative. You didn't play, and lo and behold, negative. Yeah, so the mirror, that's the point. The mirror starts to. When we are positive in sadhana, we are being with our experience, letting whatever comes up from the experience come up, and functioning appropriately on the physical plane. We begin to call each vibration what it is. We have to be willing to make that shift, which means starting to dismantle our notions, our narrative. So if I'm really sarcastic and hurtful, but I call that being funny, I now have to start calling that sarcastic, and I'm not so funny anymore. And if I start calling it sarcastic, which it is, and not funny, then I can then make a choice not to do it. But if I continue to keep my notion, my narrative, then I am going to be inappropriate everywhere. And I may even go and pee in my own bushes outside. Somebody actually did. I thought they were funny. They were sarcastic. That is why people leave. They want to change the story they tell themselves, not still their vibrations. If I just change my story, have I done anything? No, not at all. If I actually still the vibrations that I have, I will have had to accept what those vibrations actually were in order to be able to still them and see everything as it actually is, which would then make me very honest and positive, and I would actually be doing my sadhana. They have notions of love in their minds and superimpose them on the vibrations they have. They refuse to call their vibrations what they are. So, I end up being called and projected on being mean because I'm honest about the vibration. That vibration. Am I asking you to go and steal things, do anything that would be inappropriate? No, I'm asking you to be honest with yourselves. But that's apparently mean. And who is that mean to? The individual, our notions, which are not us. They're not us. And by the way, do our notions change?
Yes.
All the time?
Yeah.
So according to any given moment, I'm either mean or not mean or terrific or whatever. Sort of funny. And all that I want is what? Love. For whom? All of you. And how do you get to love?
Honest.
Being honest. Being honest with whom?
Yourselves.
Yourselves. And the more you're honest with yourselves, then you're actually being with your experience, letting whatever comes up from that experience, and you then can act appropriately. And as we do that and being with our experience and calling it what it is, what happens to the vibration? It what?
Quiets down.
It quiets down. And when it finally stills, what then happens? Love comes up. Who doesn't want that? I keep asking that. Who doesn't want that? So I am giving you the answer. And is it my answer? No, it's the answer. It's been said a gazillion different ways, but it's the same answer. So no matter how many times you keep coming to me and wanting some other solution and some other answer and go it this way, and maybe if I do this, and maybe if I do that, maybe this, that, no, it's the answer. In the Yoga Sutras, what is the goal?
Stilling all vibrations.
Stilling all the vibrations. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What does St. Simeon say? Guard the heart. Because what comes out of the heart? Everything. No, only nice things come out of the heart. No, everything comes out of the heart. And who said that? Christ. Jesus Christ. That's his last name. Let's go. We've been reading Wei Ning, Chinese Zen Chan patriarch. What does he want us to do? Guard the heart. Give up all notions. All notions. And where are notions? In the head. So if we give up all notions, what happens? It's quiet. Quiet. Sufis. Islam. Whether it's Rumi, Rabia, Mansour Mastana, what do they want us to do? Love. And what do I get in response? But, no buts. And but is a notion. If you are having a notion and listening to it and believing it, you are not practicing. At that moment, let go and go in. Then you will begin to experience a vibration you did not allow. If you're doing but, you're avoiding a vibration. If you're hanging out in notions, you're avoiding vibrations. And what do I encourage you to do here? Be with your vibrations. But, if we guard the heart, we can still our vibrations because we discern what they are and allow the letters to arise from the vibration and form words that call the vibrations what they really are. That's then we are understanding the ununderstood mother. Because the Matrika Shakti is the ununderstood mother. And she runs us. Those letters run us. Our notions run us. But if we allow the letters to arise from the vibration and form words that call the vibrations what they are, then everything can change. We are not denying or running away. And we are not calling the vibration anything it is not. I'm excited. No, I'm not. I'm anxious. I'm calm. No, I'm not. I'm inert. I love. No, I don't. I hurt. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. Any number of different vibrations. We are then being positive, no matter what the vibration happens to be. So what do I want you all to be? Positive! Who knew? Who would have thunk that? Because people who leave all call me negative. How funny. So they're saying, if you're honest, you're negative. If you're actually being with your experience, letting whatever comes up come up, and functioning appropriately on the physical plane, then you would be negative. Because we have to actually pretend and not call what is. Can't call it what it is. You gotta call it what it is not. Then you're being positive according to them. But you're actually being negative because you're not telling the truth to yourself, are you? No. So you're liar, liar, pants on fire. And if someone then calls you a liar, what do you have to say?
Yep.
You're right. I'm a liar. Oops. So if we're willing to be with our experience, we are shining a light through our attention. And this light dissolves the vibration. This is very positive. It's very positive. And as we continue to practice, the stillness that comes allows the love within to shine forth. We are no longer obscuring the truth. I'm sorry, how cool is that? And anybody who doesn't want that, I gotta ask, because I'm really interested. Why don't you want that? Why wouldn't you want that? Because I don't understand. So, if anybody doesn't want that, if you could articulate it, not necessarily now, not asking now, but send me an email. Talk to me. I'd love to know. Why? If we remain in our heads, we will probably call our vibrations whatever we are comfortable with. We will judge and deny certain vibrations that we actually need in order to move forward in our lives. Under the guise of calling ourselves positive, we prevent ourselves from having what we need in order to resolve our life's lessons. Now, for me, that's really sad. How sad is that? We unwittingly will be negative and out of harmony. But because we're calling ourselves positive, and because we judge and deny, we're the arbitrators of what's good and what isn't good. And who is the we? Not us. Our notions, our narratives. How sad. How sad. Until we get out of our heads, we do not have a chance of being positive. I think that's hysterical. Our heads are about notions and maintaining our narratives. Our words are more important than authenticity. As long as we are in our heads, there isn't anything that comes out of our mouth that isn't a notion. I'm going to read that one again. As long as we are in our heads, there isn't anything that comes out of our mouth that isn't a notion. How sad. So that means we can't connect with each other. We can't know each other. We can't connect. And if I'm in my head and all I give is notions, then I'm not willing to share me with anyone. I'm not willing to love. I'm not willing to care. And everything and everyone is just an idea, which then makes everyone, including myself, an object. Oh, how sad. Whenever a vibration comes up, we will seamlessly transition into notion building, into narrative. So we don't know the difference. All comes down to trusting your own experience, letting it come up without judging it. So am I asking you to just listen and obey what I tell you to do? How many times do I tell you to do anything? Anyways. No. Am I running your lives? And sometimes I'd say you should wish I were running your lives, but not interested. I don't want to run your lives. What do I want?
Us to be able to run our lives. Truly.
So if it all comes down to trusting your own experience,
And we can actually do that.
letting it come up without judging it, letting yourself have the experience you're actually having. Am I asking you to have my narrative, my lifestyle, my vibrations? No. No. I want you to have yours. So that if you have yours, actually let yourself have yours, then you actually have an opportunity to love. You have agency, and then you get to love. I always say, I would rather make my mistake than someone else's. And if you notice, if I ever tell you to do something, you always rebel anyways and desperately want to make me wrong and bad for telling you to do something. So you're going to make your own life mistakes anyways, so just accept that. Because you're not going to do what I'm telling you to do anyways. You're going to go to 30 of your best friends. You don't have 30 best friends. But you're going to go to 30 of your best friends till you get the answer you want. So then just accept that. Be with your experience. Trust your own experience instead of your 30 friends' experience. Trust your own experience. Be with it. What do I want? Instead of grabbing the phone, what is it? What do I want? What's right? What do I have in there? What am I actually feeling? What's the vibration? Be with your experience. Trust it. Not superimposing on my experience, but allowing whatever comes up from the experience to come up and being appropriate allows me to see the world as it is, not as I would prefer it to be. This is what I got. This is what is. Oh, you need to be more positive. No, that's actually being negative. Reality is reality.
You're denying the divine perfection of things as they are by
That's
trying to
right.
make them as your small self would like. So
Exactly.
you're actually sullying reality.
You're selling absolutely 100% well put. And what that is it actually prevents us from growing and learning and accepting that, hey, I don't see the perfection in this yet. I don't understand it yet, but I'm willing to be with it and follow it through. That's why I keep saying it's a treasure hunt. This is a treasure hunt.
By not being with the experience and superimposing, because I judge the experience that comes up like right away. So, but then that's when you really create the hurt towards yourself and towards other people. It's not the initial.
Right? There's nothing wrong with your vibration.
It's actually blasphemy.
It is blasphemy. It's blasphemy.
So then, would that be actually the sin? That would be the.
Yes.
Yeah,
the sin.
That
that's
is
what
the
I mean.
sin.
You are negating God. You're negating your true self.
Why did Saint Simeon, if you're going to go with the Christian view, why did Saint Simeon say the third level of attention in prayer is to guard the heart, to be there, and until you do that, nothing else will get you anywhere. That is the only practice that will get you anything. Okay, good. Stupid's acceptable. And appropriate. Okay. There's nothing wrong with being stupid, is there? Are we all at some point stupid?
Yes.
Is it a vibration?
Yeah.
It's like what the vibration is shame and embarrassment, and there's an oops, sort of like, but that's what's great about that is I just learned something. Wow, I feel really stupid. Whew, that feels great because I just learned something. Something just opened up. So I'm not going to go about and deny it now. I'm going to continue to learn from it. Remember, when I was with Baba, I always appreciated when he called me stupid. And he called me stupid a lot. And it was like, oh, got it. Got it. Didn't see that. Oh, now I understand. And there are things that he called me stupid that I didn't understand at the time. And then you're like, oh, wow, got it. Sorry. Sorry, Baba. Sorry. Got it. Learn. Oh, that's about being honest. And if we learn, then we're positive. So if we're honest, and we were just stupid, and we're honest about our own stupidity, then we're being positive. Then we get to grow. So, not superimposing on my experience, but allowing whatever comes up from the experience to come up and being appropriate allows me to see the world as it is, not as I would prefer it to be. If you trust your experience, you will begin to discern. Be with your experience. People think I am naive for saying this. They say it doesn't work. The world doesn't work that way. Practice really does work. When we are with our experience, being positive, calling our vibrations what they actually are, we can see clearly, and all the options for acting appropriately will be available to us. Everything opens up. All of a sudden, I have options that I didn't think were possible based on my, quote, scarecrow, positive view of the world, which is actually negative. Negative not in that it's bad, but negative because it's not what it is. It's not reality. I'm not calling things what they are. That's negative. Appropriateness is flexible. It's flexible. There are no rigid rules. Things adjust, things move. I cannot stress enough that appropriate does not mean acceptable. Acceptable to whom? And if you start asking that question, acceptable to whom, and you really are willing to answer that question, you're going to go, wow, I feel really stupid. Oops. Acceptable is rigid. What's that? It's rigid. Appropriate is what is needed in the moment. If we act according to what we call acceptable, we will be negative. We will be limiting our options according to our notions. We will not necessarily be appropriate. This makes sense? This is all very positive, isn't it? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.